What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TillerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe as it would really help me out and allow me to continue to make these videos for you guys. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Freeloader upset because I bought the wrong kind of chicken for him. So in my past, I've tried to help a few people who are down on their luck. I had a 2-bedroom home and I lived alone. I've rented my room to several people until they were able to get on their feet. Most were decent. I should mention, this was always people I know. I was happy to help them, and they helped out with rent. This one guy though, geez, he was nothing but a fake and a liar and a manipulator. I had known his mom for years. She was a precious woman, but lost her life to cancer. Her boys had grown up and moved on a few years before. For this story, I will be me, and Choosing Beggar is the dude I'm talking about. I received and accepted a friend request from her oldest son on Facebook one day. We spent a few minutes catching up and he told me about his life since his mother passed away. He had married and divorced and had a child. He was currently working, hadn't been back home since the funeral, maybe 10 years, but he hoped to be back someday. Over the next several months, I would see his Facebook posts, always positive, always uplifting, encouraging those who were down or on hard times. He volunteered at a shelter. I was impressed. He had a crap father and his mother worked her butt off to raise her boys right, but she had challenges of her own. One day, I read a post of his and he was upset because he had lost his job. Rent was due in 3 days and he would not have unemployment for a few weeks at least. His truck payment was due, child support. He was a laborer and did not have much money, and I felt bad for him. I had messaged him and let him know if I heard of any jobs, I'd let him know. Granted, he was in another city 3 hours away, but I have family in that city, and if I could help, I wanted to. A week later, he posted that he was sleeping in his truck, he could not make rent, so his roommate kicked him out. He couldn't find a job, and his money was almost out after paying child support. I felt bad for the guy. I knew a few people hiring in our hometown and told him if he could get here, I'd do my best to help him get a job. He could stay till he was on his feet and I would not charge him until he started getting a paycheck. He was at my front door 3 hours later with everything he owned. The first few days, he was exceedingly polite. Then his phone got disconnected, so he was always on my tablet, updating social media, posting inspirational quotes, etc, etc. I set up 3 job interviews for him. He tanked all 3. A month went by. I would come home from work and my house would be clean, and he would have made dinner. It was nice, so I tried to be patient. He never collected unemployment. He said he applied, but his ex-boss was against him and delaying him getting the money he deserved. There was always a story. 3 months go by, he is now telling me how I should be taking care of my pets, my animals should be on a strict feeding schedule, not have food left out all the time. It's a cat for frig's sakes. I keep his dish full or he beaks. I was not folding the towels properly in the bathroom. I could save so much cupboard space if I just, yeah, you get the picture. Screw off, dude. This is my house. I raised 3 kids in it. I think I know what I'm doing. Then he started writing food on the grocery list, the groceries I was buying. He always had some excuse for not working yet. That job interviewer hated me, another was racist, another didn't like him because he was short, another didn't like him because he obviously knew more than the boss and the boss felt threatened because of this. I told him I could not continue to support him, that I had done all I can and I would give him until the end of the month and then he would have to be on his way. Where? I didn't know. At this point, I was getting tired of his crap. He spent hours a day on social media talking about how he was keeping the faith, a job would come through soon, God was great, God was good, God surely had ideas and plans for him. Magically the next day, he took a part-time job with the husband of a friend. Day 2, husband let him go. The guy took my tablet to work, it had internet, and would sit in the shade posting on social media while others worked. And he would sit there and tell them better ways to do things. So, now he is back to not working and has no money. He mentions to me that we are getting low on groceries and named off a number of items he needed. It was all I could do to not wring his neck. There was still a week and a half left of his time. And well, I did need groceries and things for my lunch, and so off I went, list in hand. I spent over $200 and I get home, he greets me at the door, ever the gentleman, insert eye roll here, and starts carrying in the groceries. He is eagerly pawing through the bag, looking for the things he had put on the list. Gatorade, Doritos, sour gummy worms, Bud Light Platinum, all the things I never buy or consume. And he is getting sadder and sadder when he cannot find them. Then he pulls out the large package of boneless, skinless chicken strips, and all polite behavior goes out the door. Choosing Beggar clenched teeth. "You did not buy boneless, skinless chicken breasts." I specifically put down breasts. Me. These were on sale and they were a better buy, so I bought these instead. But I don't like these. They have a vein of fat in them and I don't eat fat. These are of no use to me. Me, I totally lost my mind and started to yell at this donkey. Well, I suggest you get off your butt and go find a job and buy what you want. I've had it. You've been here 4 months and aside from cleaning the house and cooking a few meals, all you have done is beak about how I live my life, how I care for my pets, who by the way, live like friggin' kings. I will not buy you another ounce of food, I will not buy you beer, nor will I put my hard-earned money towards your junk food. You live in my house, you eat my food, you hog my tablet, and complain when I am on it, saying you can't look for work if I am on my own friggin' tablet. You don't have to like what I friggin' buy or how I live my life, but for the next week and a half, you will shut up and eat what I bought or you can go friggin' hungry. I no longer give a crap. You have until the last day of this month to vacate my home or I will vacate your loser butt for you. I stood there and shouted every single word to him and he stood there and took it. His mouth was open and his eyes were bugging out, but he took it, and when I was done, I was shaking. Choosing beggar. I stand corrected. I apologize. I am humbled by your words and I am grateful. He was so full of crap, talking like this, pretending to be someone he wasn't. Again, I apologize. A week and a half later, true to my word, I made him leave. I realize now he was never any of the things he claimed to be on social media and was not the young man I knew when his mother was alive. She is probably rolling around in her grave. Her son is lazy, an alcoholic. He was always at the bar begging people for beer. Hey, well my mom, you know, she died of cancer and I'm so sad, remember me? I'm her son, hey, can you buy me a beer? A lot of people, including myself, fell for this poor me routine. I thought I was helping someone out, but all he did was live in my house, try to boss me around, and beak about the food I provided to him. Good riddance. Oh my goodness. No, I can't find a job, nobody likes me and the bosses hate me. Oh, also, what the heck, you didn't get me what I wanted on the grocery list. Yeah, maybe because you're not paying for anything, chief. Ugh. I need to rant. I work at an urgent care that tests for COVID. We are the only ones in our area that does, and most of the other clinics are still closed because they are afraid of people showing up not knowing they have COVID. The doctor I work for is a really awesome guy, so I'm not shocked he volunteered to do the testing for our area. The back of the clinic is for COVID testing and treating, while the front is for urgent care and primary care. There's a lot of new protocols. Majority of info needs to be taken over the phone, so the phones are always ringing, one person at a time in the lobby. Everything the patient touches needs to be disinfected, doors are always locked, one door is for letting patients in, and the side door is for letting them out. And the last two, I've been yelled at by people so many times now. We usually are a walk-in, but due to COVID, everything is by appointment only. Lastly, everyone must wear a mask. We don't have a designated lunchtime, and to accommodate, people have been scheduled over it. The most we ask people to wait is 2 hours, and for emergency patients, no more than 10 minutes. People have slammed our doors, called us Nazis, tried to break our door open, yelled at us, tell us we're a joke, threaten us, refuse to leave, refuse to wear a mask, say we're infringing their rights, the list goes on. Patients who I know, who I've talked to on a daily basis are dead. A couple that came in often were dead in 3 days. We've had patients commit suicide because of this. I've had people call up crying because loved ones are in the hospital with COVID and they're afraid. So God forbid if I ask you to wear a mask and wait your turn. Oh my goodness, honestly though, that's so true. Like Karen, I don't know if you realize, but there's a global pandemic going on right now. Please wear your friggin' mask. Shake my head. My bro's annoyingly hilarious response to a choosing beggar. So I've just remembered this and I don't have the original convo, but years ago my brother was selling 2 identical water features for a garden. They were relatively small and in great condition. He landed a choosing beggar and his response to them was pretty good. This is a basic gist of how it went. Feel free to use the strategy. Choosing beggar is CB, my brother is B. Choosing beggar. Hi, I want both water features. Can you do 20 pounds? Sorry, only one left and they're 30 pounds each. But I want both! I want both for 20. Oh dear, whatever are you going to do? Oh dear. Okay, 25 pounds and I want them delivered. Here's my address. Oh dear, so you are far away too. Oh dear, things are not going your way. Shut it and just deliver the water features. I need them for my garden. Oh dear, what will happen to your garden? Oh dear, there's too many problems in your life. Look, do we have a sale or not? Let me check. Oh dear, we don't. Oh dear, oh dear. Choosing beggar, angry swearing, and then he blocks my bro. Okay, that's pretty savage on the brother's part, though. Oh, you only have one left? I don't care. I want 2 for 20. Yeah, sure. Let me just magically make one appear. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.